Yeah, I mean, I'm on whatever it's called, so options are limited.
Right. Quit YouTube Music, open YouTube Music, stop being an asshole. YouTube Music, please. Hello! To
Ahoy.
anybody who's here, which I don't know if anybody's here yet because I am not in chat yet. There we go. Now I'm in chat. Does not show me a viewer number, which very well could mean the number is 0. Hey, BK's here. Hi, BK. You're always here. I realize that right now our Twitch says that there's a quiz happening, and it's a Star Wars quiz. So let me make that not a thing. Speakeasy.
So we don't accidentally get raided on Thursday night by people who want something and were promised something.
Speakeasy hangout stream. Just chatting. Anybody in the chat watch Technically Correct? I know Joe did.
Sam and Jack were there. BK was there for at least the last thing.
Oh well, there's that. That's good. At least that's 4 votes for me. 4 of the 7 votes I got, I presume, were you 4.
I voted for chat.
There we go. Hey, Luce Theron's back. Welcome, Luce Theron. We, as you hopefully know from me saying it many times in Star Wars quiz, there is no quiz this evening, just a hangout stream from after the Technically Correct, which was on Geek String Pub Quizzes. So we're just chill. We actually don't know what we're doing. Got no idea.
Do you want to play a list game?
We could very well play. Do you have a list game ready?
No. But how good would it have been if I did?
If you just had a list game prepared. Listen, you could probably. It's not hard to put a list game together. It's hard to put a good list game together.
Yes. So this one's called the Ottawa Senators.
Sure. Yeah, as always. Is this Critical Role? Brandon probably didn't. I probably should have sent a direct message to Brandon saying to watch. But they're so fun fact, they want me back on the 10th and the 17th, and they also want me back on the 24th, but I can't go back on the 24th because I'm out of town on the 24th. So
right, because you'll be in Boston.
I'll be in Boston. I'm trying to figure out when we do quiz. Definitely, we'll definitely do a quiz next week. Is that our last quiz?
It might be.
It might be.
This is a bad time to make that announcement.
Well, I mean, we don't want to make it on the quiz night. We're not sure yet. I don't know. When I'm in Boston, it doesn't. There's no time for it to make sense for me to go to Joe's place and just do a quiz there.
There isn't.
But I would like to. But it doesn't make sense because I'm landing at 7:00 at Logan.
I mean, I feel like it would be funnier if I met you at Logan and then we did it in the bathroom there.
That would be hilarious. But the thing is I need to get back from Logan. And that's the hard part. Is
Well, what part of town are you staying at?
What's that?
What part of town are you staying in?
Past Lowell.
Okay, so that throws out the 3 options I had for you.
Yep.
How do you feel about going to Shrewsbury?
I don't know where Shrewsbury is.
It's about 45 minutes inland.
You could listen. I know there's commuter rail out to Lowell.
Are you saying?
I'm not saying we won't do that.
I feel like it'd be
for what it's
really
worth,
funny.
For what it's
like
worth, Night Attack still isn't back, and they're the reason that we don't do Tuesdays. So there's a non-zero possibility of us doing a couple of Tuesday quizzes.
Yeah.
What about the Dells this weekend? I'm not going to do a quiz at the Dells, BK. Even though I probably could crash with a buddy. Joe's audio didn't cut out for me. Did it cut out for anybody else besides Luce Theron? Because I heard him just fine, but he is a little choppy for me. Joe's not on his regular computer because he left it at work.
Play my work computer. My other computer.
Getting distortion from just Joe or from both of us? Because I'm hearing no problems from Joe, so it's weird that it then happens in the thing. Let me turn bandwidth down.
Shrewsbury is on the Worcester line.
Yeah, I don't know Boston all that well.
Look, derail this into just like neighborhoods in eastern Massachusetts. I'm happy to make them. You have no idea how ready I am for that.
We're not in a Discord, Lose. We're in a Skype, and Joe's coming straight from the Skype, and then NDI into OBS.
Which is why it's strange, because it should be the same input.
It should be the same input, yeah, that I'm receiving. So I'm not sure. Get an Opal, says BK. Yes, that is certainly a thing that would make sense if we made enough money for that to be feasible. For what it's worth, Joe's video keeps freezing for me, but his audio is still clear. It's fascinating.
Man.
I don't know.
Laptop to do this tonight.
I mean, we didn't have to, but I'm glad people are here hanging out with us. Luz, if you want to shoot trivia our way, I wouldn't say no.
Go over your game plan here.
Like Drake Campagna?
Popstar, Drake Campagna.
Okay, sure, but what does Drake Campagna have to do with Bell? Oh, Drake Bell! Oh my god!
Did you?
I was busy!
That's why that's his name.
Luce Theron asks, what family has the most Oscar nominations in the history of the Oscars?
Coppola?
I know this. It's... I don't think it's Coppola. Newman. It's Newman. Randy Newman and like his other people in his family are like costume design or something like that. It's almost definitely Newman. Now we wait for him to hear.
No.
Yeah. Oh, let me at least throw on some Harris Heller stream beats. Coppola's a good guess. But I'm almost certain it's Newman.
Yep, but BK's right there with me, so that makes me feel good. Correct now?
Hold on, wait. '93 nominations. See, yeah, I knew this one. I knew that one. That's the tough part. Honestly, the tough part of technically correct is not when you know the answer, it's when you have no in. Like the country one, I had no clue. I'm like, I don't even know where to go with this. Like someone said Luxembourg, I'm like, shit, that's a great guess. That's a great in for a joke at least.
On the chat end, at least we get like the options.
Yeah, multiple choice.
Hadron Collider is. Oh wait, switch that.
Yeah. I talked myself out. You watched me talk myself out of The Shining because I was like, it's gotta be Chris. It's the car one. Like I was sitting there like, which one? What's the name of the car one? Right.
Amazing.
Yeah. I knew he hated The Shining. I didn't realize that quote was about The Shining. I figured it would be about Christine, which is the one about the car. Who rides in Zori Bliss's fighter with her in Rise of Skywalker? So Poe. Yeah. Which would be the thing that makes the most sense.
No, it's a. Are we doing incorrect or are we doing technically correct? Clarify this for me.
I think we're just answering the questions right now.
Babu Frick.
Babu Frick, that makes more sense.
Yeah, you kidding me?
Yeah, because he's a little tiny guy.
It's
Babu
C-3PO's oldest friend, Babu Frick.
Shirley Henderson.
Yes. Who
puppeteered Babu Frick. So, fun fact of trivia that you don't need to know from last year's May the 4th Star Wars quiz in 2020 that we did. One of the rounds, round 8, the video round, was we showed you a character and we needed you to tell us which 2 actors portrayed that character.
Yes.
And we put Babu Frick in, assuming that Babu Frick was puppeteered by somebody other than he was voice acted by, and he wasn't. They just taught Shirley Henderson to puppeteer.
Like, it would have made sense for Babu Frick to just have been puppeteered by one of the many puppeteers, like, on set. Countless. Because it's a Star Wars movie. It's a Hanson Creature Workshop movie. But, no, like, so I'm going Babu Frick.
And like it's not like Babu Frick could have been voiced he could have been voiced by a puppeteer. Like it's Shirley Henderson. It was such a weird. Every part of that's a weird choice.
And, like I feel like it worked out because I feel like Babu Frick is one of the, but
sure, yeah. Who composed 1997's Lolita? 97.
Christoph Beck.
I think Christoph Beck wasn't composing in 1997. Or was he? Wait, Christoph Beck is younger, isn't he?
You have to provide your answer.
I'm gonna go with Alan Silvestri, but I'm sure it's wrong. Elfman. No, I'm gonna change my mind. Danny Elfman. Elfman feels like the kind of person who would
better guess.
Yeah. If Lolita was directed by Tim Burton, it would definitely be Elfman. Christoph Beck was born in 1972.
He could have been
so he would
composing.
He would have been 25. Yeah, pretty young.
But he could have been.
He could have been composing. Yeah, he could have been. It's almost definitely. What was Christoph Beck's first? I remember reading Christoph Beck having like composed something. Oh, Morricone, of course. That makes sense. Yeah. I remember reading some.
Think of because I don't think of.
Oh, Christoph Beck did Buffy, and that was in the 90s. So. He did a lot more TV before he moved to film. White Fang 93 is, his first movie was 93, but like he didn't do a lot of well-known movies until
I'm amazed.
Until he did Big Fat Liar in 2002.
I'm amazed by how plausible.
What, Christoph Beck? Yeah. It's a little more plausible than it seemed, yeah. Ooh, in A Knight's Tale, when the company first meets Chaucer, they ask him what he's doing. What's his one-word answer? I have no idea, and I'm embarrassed because my best friend since high school, Zach Brinkley, this is his favorite movie. I own it on Blu-ray. I bought it on Blu-ray because it's Zach's favorite movie, and I still have not watched it. And we've been best friends for over 10 years.
Yikes.
He watched Kiss Kiss Bang Bang for me, and I still have not watched A Knight's Tale for him.
I'm going to guess. I was
give
going
you the answer.
Too easy.
Trudging.
Like, rating would have been too easy, but that's what the guess was.
I'm sure it's a good movie. It's on my list of things I need to watch at some point. I just haven't gotten around. I watched Leverage for both of you.
Can you please spawn? Oh.
In the movie synopsis, name the movie from the synopsis. A small town is taken over by an alien plague, turning residents into zombies and all forms of mutant monsters. Oh, we're naming... Is there a movie called Synopsis, or are we naming a different movie? It feels like there might be a movie called Synopsis, but I think we're just naming a small town is taken over by an alien plague, turning residents into zombies and all forms of mutant monsters. Small town. Zombies. Name the movie from or zombies, really. They're replaced by blanks. Turning residents into zombies and all forms of mutant monsters. A small town. It's not Children of the Corn. I'm gonna say Troll 2. Final answer. It is a little plausible. Yeah, it's not right, but I'm sure I've heard of this movie.
Going with the theme, I will guess Trolls World Tour.
Slither, that makes sense. St. Louis's own James Gunn.
With two N's.
Two N's. James Gunn grew up 20 years before me, but also like 15 minutes from where I grew up. Yeah. Manchester, Missouri. He probably would have gone to my high school if he didn't go to private school. Also, his brother Sean Gunn played Kirk in Gilmore Girls.
No.
Back to scores and soundtracks. All right, here we go. Let's get out the whiteboard. Who composed the score to Batman: Mask of the Phantasm? That's the animated one. Elfman did the opening music for the Batman theme song for the TV show.
Well, my brain was on Elfman.
I'm gonna stick with Elfman, but I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Elfman, but I feel like I might be somebody else. Feature length. It was a feature. Like it
was a Batman feature film. Like, it's not totally unreasonable for it to have been.
Yeah. For sure.
Classical music is like.
Yeah, we're sticking with Elfman, Luz, because I don't think we have anything better than that.
Like, we have established that any kind of music category is, in fact, Shirley Walker. Okay.
Any music category is, in fact, Shirley Walker.
My two worst categories in Learned League are pop music and classical music.
Well, but scores would fall under film and TV in Learned League.
It can, but...
It wouldn't fall under classical music.
Yeah, it can, but...
Did I submit today? I sure did. Okay, cool. In Disney's Atlantis: The Lost Empire, Vinny tricks Milo into thinking he has drunk what? Now, this is definitely Joe's wheelhouse. Once again, Atlantis: The Lost Empire I've not seen. It's on Disney Plus. Maybe I should get around to it. Thinking he's drunk, I assume there's like a fish friend of his that Vinny tricks Milo into thinking he's drunk his fish friend. Joe, go ahead and answer this question correctly, because I assume you know it.
That's my brain. Final answer.
You know what? And I did the thing that people always do, even though it doesn't make sense in this scenario, but I definitely did confuse Atlantis. Joe said motor oil. I definitely did confuse Atlantis with Treasure Planet again.
Yep.
As so often happens to many of us, I'm sure. Nitroglycerin. I feel like I've heard this before. Something about that sounds familiar.
No, I was in that direction. I just didn't actually know it. That makes sense. honestly really liked both movies at the time. I feel like they do hold up.
Only 2 sequels have won the Oscar for Best Picture. Name them both. Godfather 2,
Yeah,
I think, would be one of them.
I'd agree with that. And
Other, Rocky 2? No.
I feel like it's got to be like a franchise film like that. I realize like feels trivial because it's definitively a question about sequels, but I also feel like the first movie did well, the second movie did well, and it spawned, you know?
Rocky 1 was definitely nominated in like all categories.
I don't feel like Rocky 2 is a bad answer.
Yeah, I just don't think it's the right answer.
Um,
Too Fast, Too Furious should have won Best Picture. No, Rocky's not a sequel, but I was saying Rocky 2 might have been the sequel that won, but I don't think it did. It wasn't recent. Toy Story 3 was nominated for Best Picture.
was it Toy Story? Was it one of the later Toy Stories? Was it?
No, Toy Story 4 wasn't even nominated for Best Picture. Toy Story 3 was nominated for Best Picture, for sure, but it didn't win.
Yeah.
No, Toy Story 4 was probably better than Toy Story 3. Oh, Luz disagrees. Toy Story 4 I don't think was trash at all. I think it was really good. Surprisingly so. Oh, man. Oh, man. Sequel nominated for Best Picture. Or that won Best Picture. Yeah, fair enough.
The Dumpster Fire was in Toy Story 3.
That's true. Specifically true. Return of the King! Of course! No,
And 4
I was thinking about threes, but I totally forgot about Return of the King. Cars 3 is the second best Cars movie. I don't know. You guys are having terrible opinions here. Cars 3 is better than Cars 2.
Cars 2, I think, was supposed to... No, wait.
Planes. Planes was direct to video. And then didn't become... And then, yeah. No, Toy Story 2 is probably the least good Toy Story. It's good. They're all good. But I think Toy Story 2 is probably the least good.
Yeah. I feel like Toy Story 2 is the least memorable.
What, Jesse? I like how Lou said he's going to go easier now. And then, which famous director is at the helm for the biopic Kundun? The biopic about the Dalai Lama, the 14th Dalai Lama. Famous director. Kundun? Biopic about the Dalai Lama. I've got no idea. Is that the current Dalai Lama? No, his name's Tenzin Gyatso, so why would this be named Kundun if it was about Tenzin Gyatso? Okay, it is. Brandon says, y'all about to lose a friend, which makes me think it's somebody who Brandon loves. Or he's talking about Toy Story. I can't tell.
Be either.
Yeah. Kundun. Famous director, so we should know this. Man, It's not Marty Scorsese. It's not Spielberg. It's not Cameron. I'm gonna throw in Scorsese as my last guess because we're getting the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 treatment here. But I don't think it is. Oh, it is Scorsese. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I'm not a big Scorsese guy, Brandon. I'm sorry. 'Cause this is he was definitely mad about Scorsese. I'm not a huge Scorsese guy.
My favorite Scorsese
he's
film is The Departed for obvious reasons.
Actually, Brandon and I have talked about Scorsese before. When the Marvel thing happened, not that he was necessarily wrong about it, but just the fact that like I don't think Scorsese has been. I'm great in the MCU, Luz. However, not as deep cut as the Lebowski ship. That's
yeah.
But yeah, I definitely finished tops in my bundle for Learned League for the MCU mini league.
And I called out Stephen Grade on Twitter and fucked up.
The name of the book that contains the spells in the conjunction with the Eye of Agamotto and Doctor Strange. Man, So there were 3 books that were chained up there. That's all I got. Yeah, it's one of the. I should know this. Cagliostro. The book of Cagliostro or Caglioso, something like that. I think it's Cagliostro.
Name, but
I think it's called the Book of Cagliostro.
There are 8 books chained up. Okay.
Beyonce. That's what I'm. No. Yeah. I think it's the Book of Cagliostro is my final answer. Haha. See. Nice. That took me a second, but I got there. Yeah, the 3 best Learned Leagues I've had were the MCU Mini League, the Scrubs One Day, and the Fast and Furious One Day.
One Day.
Scrubs One Day I fucking crushed. Crushed it, baby.
Let's see. Mine, Crabs in Popular Culture and Weird Animals.
Where do Thor and the Warriors 3 fight a Krogan at the beginning of Thor: The Dark World?
This one's Vanaheim.
Is it Vanaheim?
Yeah.
All I remember is that there are Korg rock people on the planet. Yeah, Dark World's definitely one that I'm not going to do as well on, but Joe got it, so.
Yeah, because because what's his face is Vanir and not an Aesir. That's one of the Warriors 3. That's the point.
Right. Hogan is right.
He's Asian. Yeah. Like Hogan is Asian because he's a Vanir, not an Aesir.
Yeah. I knew it was Hogan's realm.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't remember the names of any of the. Which one's Svartalfheim? Right.
One called it the gem. It's not a gem.
Wasn't Gugu and Bathu Ra in that movie, or am I thinking of somebody else?
What town in Norway is seen in Phase 1 of the MCU? It's one that shows up in Captain America, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. It's the one where Red Skull finds, but I don't remember the name of the town.
I have no idea. I just remember that's the sequence.
I'm definitely gonna put 2 O's in it, but one of the O's has a line through it. So I'm gonna say something like this, something like that. I have no idea, but something along those lines.
Krusha.
That sounds Norwegian enough.
Yeah.
Tonsberg. But does the O in Tonsberg have a line through it? Because I'm taking half a point if it does. Oh no, it was Adewale Akinnuoye-Agbaje. That's who it was. Adewale Akinnuoye-Agbaje was one of the Dark
Tonsberg
Elves.
is a real town, and it does have, yeah.
Suck it. I'm taking that half point for knowing there was a line through one of the O's. The only O, I guess.
In Disney animated, okay.
Disney animated, okay, all right.
Queen Abbas LFG.
What does Merlin call the greatest force on Earth in The Sword and the Stone?
Fish. And then that one fish starts
Brand.
flirting with Arthur. Question?
The greatest force on Earth was actually, that was the 1999 St. Louis Rams. They were also known as the greatest force on Earth. Wait, no, sorry, that was the greatest show on turf. Same thing, close enough. Is it love? I'm going love. It's usually love.
I feel like it comes up in the magical duel between. But
hey, look at that! Love was right.
okay.
Still can't hear Joe. Weird. The thing is, like, OBS is reading Joe.
If you're using the same input.
But like OBS is giving me levels for you and everything. What if I turn you off for a second? And then transition to...
Character that doesn't speak. Well, define main character.
Fantasia?
Lan.
Isn't the main character. I would say Fantasia would be my guess. Or Steamboat Willie? Does he? I thought that was pre-talkies. Then I'm sticking with Fantasia.
Steamboat Willie also isn't feature length. Because it's orchestra pieces and like Carnival of the Animals.
Yeah, fair enough. No, listen, fair enough. I agree with that ruling. Just would have been my guess.
Can I?
There's a point in Little Mermaid where she can't speak. BK has not good questions to ask. I'm fine with those too. Listen, I guess we're doing a reverse. Nikki has one line dialogue in Fantasia. Sure. Yeah, I guess we're doing a reverse quiz. You guys quiz us. That's what we're doing today. I'm totally fine with that.
Turn the Bog speaks. Yeah.
All right. Then is Sorcerer's Apprentice part of Fantasia too?
Sorcerer's Apprentice is Fantasia.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought before. Like that was my question. I was like, I'm pretty sure Sorcerer's Apprentice is part of Fantasia, but let me ask the question just to make sure. All right, I'm sticking with Steamboat Willie, even though Joe has already told me it's wrong. 1.5. Is it Lion King 1.5? Dumbo. That makes sense. He's the title character, and he doesn't speak. Does Bambi speak?
Speaks.
Never seen Bambi. BK, give us a bad question. Or a good one, that's fine too.
Bambi definitely has a... So in Kingdom Hearts, when you summon Bambi...
Well, I'm happy to crack open the one you wrote too, Sam. That's fine too, yeah. Here we go. What is the phone number to the Islington flat where Trillian met Zaphod? That's a great question. It's the same as the probability of them being picked up by the Heart of Gold. Do I know the number? No.
But that was...
I know the reference, joke. And I know the point of trivia.
You remember the joke.
I remember the joke. But there's no way I'd be able to tell you the phone number. Yeah, basically the correct answer.
Because like that. All right, what you got, Sam?
Although I do really want roll call. Roll call, I feel like I could kill.
What do you got, Sam? I like that, BK.
I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna expect someone to know the exact phone number. I'm sure somebody does. Hitchhiker's Guide. Basically correct. Everybody gets 100% because we just go like, yeah, it's basically right.
Yeah. It sounds like a line conceivably come from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah, Luz, but that's weird though. That's a weird thing to know. Is that in Civil War? Is that like a one shot of Civil War where you see Captain America's phone number?
Yeah, it's for the burner, right? At the end.
For the burner? Yeah, it's not even his phone number. It's his burner phone number.
Infinity
War. Right. Because he's about to make the call. Still a burner. It's on screen for 2 seconds. Where's the 678 area code? Can a number even start with 1? I thought a number couldn't even start with 1. Yeah, 678 is Atlanta, which, you know, makes sense. Like the peaches. Luz, if you want to give us roll call while Sam finds a good question, I'm happy to play roll call. Oh no,
Nope.
Sam got it. Never mind. This movie's so well known. For a traumatic moment in the woods, you may forget the romantic interest of Faline making her appearance. Traumatic moment in the woods makes me think of Bambi right away, but we just mentioned Bambi. Man,
No,
I don't know
it's
the Asimov
Bambi.
question either. I'm
It's
lost
Bambi.
on both of these. It is Bambi? Alright, yeah. I've never seen Bambi.
I like that you also already said that, and then he immediately asks a question about Baby.
Asimov Galactic Empire eschewed face-to-face interaction due to an overabundance of robots. There's no way I'm gonna come up with an Asimov planet. Yeah, I only know iRobot. Starring Will Smith and Alan Tudyk. And Shia LaBeouf. The beef.
Yeah. No, literally, Asimov in reference to every engineering class in the.
My favorite thing is in the Geeks Who Drink television show that aired on the Sci-Fi Network many years ago and was underappreciated. In one of the first episodes at least, well, I guess there are only 8 episodes. In one of the episodes, Alan Tudyk was one of the team captains, and he got a question wrong about iRobot. It's like, Alan, you were in this movie. like this is a picture of you in this movie. Right? All right, Luz, hit me with roll call, Luz, because I really want to play this round. Actor has roles in Deadpool 2, The Expendables, and Draft Day. Now I feel like this is Alan Tudyk because we just said it. Draft Day. Okay, so Deadpool 2. Oh! I got it. I've got this. Yeah. This is Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was starting to go through Act First in my head for a second. I was like, hold on. Louis Tan. I don't know why I went Louis Tan first. I was like, Louis Tan. No, he wouldn't be in Draft Day. I was like, Terry Crews. Oh, of course he would.
Oh, no. We're here.
Yeah. But also Alan Tudyk was... Alan Tudyk and Matt
Deadpool.
Damon were in Deadpool 2. Actor, Dangerous Curves, Prom Night, and Spy Hard. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I know a movie called Prom. No, Prom is the 2011. Nicholas Braun's in it. I forget who else was in it. I watched it for the Diamond Club, the NSFW movie draft podcast, which was not something that I hosted. I just appeared on an episode of it. Talk about Fast Five and Prom. I'm gonna go Leslie Nielsen because I know he's in Spy Hard, but I don't know the other ones. So
I haven't seems to have a reasonable guess.
I think he's in Spy Hard. He might be in Naked Gun. Is he in both? I know Weird Al did the music for Spy
Nice.
Hard.
Good job.
Spy Hard. I can play that because Weird Al doesn't do takedowns.
Six Mallrats.
What? Yes. Are you seeing something that I'm not seeing? Am I not seeing the chat right now? Yeah, that's got to be Stan Lee. What was the answer to Dangerous Curse Prom Night Spy Hard? It was Leslie Nielsen? Oh, cool. I killed it. Why is chat not showing?
Just refresh it.
I am doing that now. That's weird. I think this might be a restream issue. Yeah. I'm gonna have to open up chat on Twitch because Restream is no longer gonna show chat down here because Restream is being annoying. So we pop out the chat. Sicario. Kick-Ass 2. Widows. Man, I'm familiar enough with all of these movies, but not familiar. Is Chloe Moretz in these movies?
She's in at least one of the
She's
Kick-Ass
definitely
movies.
Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she's in Sicario, though, is she?
I know Sicario is Benicio and Brolin, right? Oh, actor. Okay. So,
Oh.
I don't...
Okay.
Is Benicio in Widows or Kick-Ass? I guess I'll go Benicio del Toro, but I don't have a great answer.
In which case, I'll go Brolin.
Yeah.
And then watch it be neither.
No, I'm guessing it's going to be neither, but I don't have a better guess. Daniel Kaluuya. Okay. I didn't realize he was in Sicario or Kick-Ass 2.
I knew he
No
was in
idea.
Widows.
Yeah, I didn't remember that he was in Widows, but I would have been like, okay, cool, yeah, that makes sense. But yes, Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out.
Mm-hmm.
Created the soundtrack for 1972's Superfly. Oh my god. Oh my, why am I blanking on his name? Composer.
Christoph Beck.
Well, so Christoph Beck was born in 1972.
Yes, I understand.
So I feel like that's... I feel like that maybe isn't the answer. I'm not sure, though. It could be. He could have been a child prodigy. A baby prodigy. Does this work? Oh, look at that. Okay. I am gonna go. Why can't I remember his name? I cannot remember.
Say the other things that he scored.
I got the joke, Liz. Oh no, this is bad. Please fix. Liz, why don't you go ahead and give us the answer while I try to figure out how to get chat back on here. Curtis Mayfield. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. I recognize this as a name.
That was a name like the name I was thinking of. In what 90s animated movie does Carrie Elwes play a bind hero named Garrett? Is that the one with Macaulay Culkin? What's that one? You know what I'm talking about?
It's not The Princess Bride.
Yep, got that much.
Which was forever.
I can't remember the name of this 90s animated movie. Oh, you know what? Fucking Restream chat just started working again right as I got Twitch chat fixed.
Amazing.
Now I gotta go back to Restream chat. Settings.
Are you just gonna plug it in?
Stream. Copy. Chat. 19.
I like that we didn't finish getting the answer. PK is already trying to give us a new question.
Yes, well, this one is the Watchers, is the question he's asking.
But he's also not a Watcher, he is the Watcher's informant.
Yeah. What's the name of that fucking Macaulay Culkin movie? Why can't I think of the name? It's like the something storybook something or something like that. Not Neverending Story, obviously.
That one.
Yeah.
Weirdly, because of boats.
Neverending Story 3, by the way, which starred Jack Black. Quest for Camelot is the name of the Curry Elwes movie.
Yep.
But what is the name?
Yeah, so that's the one with like the axe chicken and the two-headed dragon, and they go down. Yeah, no, that's right. I should have gotten that one.
It's right up your alley.
Yeah, no, because yeah, I don't know why I didn't get this.
I am thinking of
Carrie
the
Ellis was in
Page
that
Master.
movie.
Thank you, Luz.
Yeah.
It's the name of like it's just it was couldn't remember the goddamn name of the stupid movie. Yeah. What was the last film to have two different actors in it that were both nominated for Best Actor? The Two Popes. It's not The Two Popes.
The Young Pope is not a movie.
Brokeback?
That would make sense.
Only one Pope was nominated. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go Brokeback. I think that's the most logical answer that I can think of to be a recent movie to have had two actors nominated for Best Actor.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
Movie came out in the 80s.
The 80s.
Okay. Then I would say The Godfather Part 2. Was that even the 80s? Or was that the 70s?
I have Lyme over the last year, so...
I think I actually do know this bit of trivia, and I can't think of what the answer would be. Godfather Part 2 is 74. Okay. So the last movie in the 80s, 2 actors nominated for Best Actor. I don't think I have anything. And Jew, I'll take my cutter back. That is Carter Verone, Too Fast, Too Furious. Available on Blu-ray right here in my hand. Unless... Yeah, and you, I'll take my Carter back is Carter, but then the I'll take my Carter back is Roman Pierce mocking Carter Verone. So I think it actually is Roman Pierce. No, it's Carter. We do not have we have no answer for the 2 actors one, Luz. I'm gonna feel dumb when you tell us because I feel like I know this, but we don't have one. Amadeus. That makes sense. Yeah, Salieri and Mozart.
That came out in the 80s?
That was F. Murray Abraham. F. Murray Abraham played Salieri, right? Who played Mozart in that? I don't know the Neil Stephenson book Anathema. Animated film featuring Ewan McGregor, Halle Berry, Paula Abdul, and Terry Bradshaw. I would guess Robots.
This one's Chicken Run, right? Robots, you're right. Robots.
Ewan McGregor in Chicken Run?
Nope, Ewan McGregor was in Robots. I was thinking of...
I know Ewan McGregor's in Robots, but I don't remember... Tom Hulce and F. Murray Abraham. Okay, gotcha. Who was in Chicken Run? I remember seeing Chicken Run.
Yeah. I was thinking of something else because I earlier real. The movie ends by introducing a litter of 5 drums.
Shrek 2. Yep. Mel Gibson was in Chicken Run. Timothy Spall also Imelda Staunton.
If you build it, they will come.
Yes, they will indeed come.
Unless you build that baseball field in the middle of a global pandemic.
No, Shrek 1 came out in 2001. Oh, millennials is what they call the old people in the book. That is interesting. He will come. If you build it, he will come.
Oh, because it's about his day.
Yeah. Or is it about Mickey Mantle? Or Shoeless Joe Jackson? I think it's about Shoeless Joe Jackson. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen Field of Dreams. '95 film remake of a '54 film starring Humphrey Bogart and Audrey Hepburn.
I want to say Overboard, but I know that one's wrong because.
Yeah, Overboard was remade a couple of years ago with Anna Faris, and the original had Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, I think, actually.
Really?
I believe so.
Dang.
My pockets ain't empty cause that is Roman Pierce in Too Fast, Too Furious. And my pockets ain't empty cause shit.
Night Sam. We should probably be
Night Sam,
wrapping up
yeah.
soon too anyway.
Pockets Ain't Empty, I think is... That might be Brian? Because the next line is "We ain't hungry no more neither," and I feel like that's Roman. Yeah, Pockets Ain't Empty because I'm gonna say is Brian O'Connor. But it's Brian and Roman. My pockets ain't empty cuz, and we ain't hungry no more neither. Is the one.
All right, 1995 film remake of a Bogart and Hepburn joint. What came out in 95?
Bogart and Hepburn. Clueless came out in 95. I also don't think it's Clueless.
Because as we all know, the 1954 version also starred Paul Rudd.
That's correct. Yeah. Same role, too. Everything.
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet, I believe, also came out in 95, starring Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Romeo plus Juliet, Baz Luhrmann's Romeo plus Juliet, although it's not a remake of a Humphrey Bogart and Audrey Hepburn film. Oh, man.
Like, I was playing a cab driver and moonshine.
Nice. Apparently my position was 96, so I was off by a year. 95.
It was Brian.
Oh, it was Brian. Yeah, okay.
Monosodium glutamate.
Correct. Yes, MSG. We have MSG in our house so old that it's called Chinese salt.
I love that.
Or China salt or something like that. And like my mom just stopped using MSG for 20 years. And then I was like, hey mom, do we have MSG? Because it's in this recipe. She's like, yeah, we have some in this, we bought it probably in Terre Haute and just, it came from house to house. So once I use up the China salt, I'll have to buy our own MSG. It's fine. I mean, MSG doesn't expire.
Yeah, it's salt.
It's salt. It doesn't expire, so it's perfectly usable. It's just this old ass this racist ass MSG. China salt. Answer was Sabrina. By the way, to the 1995 remake. Totally wouldn't have gotten that.
Although a salt is really just any salts are made of a cation and an anion.
Right.
But yes, monosodium glutamate does not expire. Nor
how many movies is Vin Diesel credited as playing Groot or Baby Groot? So Guardians 1 and 2, Infinity War and Endgame. Is there more than that? It's just 4? Until Infinity War, yeah.
at the end of Thor Ragnarok?
No, I don't think so. And he wouldn't be credited if he doesn't do anything and he's not in the movie.
Yeah.
Unless he's not credited in one of them. But who the hell are you guys in a stinger? It was in a trailer, but it wasn't in the movie. Brandon asks, "You think you can shoot at me? I'm a goddamn federal agent." And I don't remember.
And then the next line
I
is.
don't remember the name of the character in Too Fast, Too Furious. But it is the customs guy. Let me see if it's written on the Blu-ray. It's not written on the Blu-ray. So, the customs guy.
Guy that my character in the next scene.
No? Wait, what?
We'll talk later.
Dunn. Agent Dunn is the other one. But I don't remember the main guy. So we're going with 4 for Groot. 4 for Vin Diesel as Groot, because I don't think... Unless it's a trick question. Groot appears in 4 movies, to the best of my knowledge. It's 5.
Is the 5th one Thor Rag? Ralph breaks the internet,
you motherfucker. Yeah, no, trick question. That makes sense. First brewery to barrel-aged stout beer. Sure. I'm going to say Heineken. Luz agrees with Guinness. In the 1993 film The Three Musketeers, which actor played the character Aramis? I truly have no clue. I would need a hint on this one. Goose Island. Oh, interesting. Did you say Goose Island because you saw my Goose Island cup? Which is empty. I literally had it sitting right in front of me. It said Goose Island. Right, it was right in front of me the whole time. It was from Geek Bowl. It just said Goose Island. Right, I'm just looking at it. Goose Island Beer Company, right here in good old Chicago, Illinois.
Illinois.
Vatican Assassins, also not helpful. I did not watch the old Three Musketeer movies, or the old movie, not movies. So I don't have anything here. I'm gonna say Steve Martin, but that's the Three Amigos.
Well, if that's the direct Donald Duck, even though I'm pretty sure Donald Duck's character was named Donald.
I defeated these earthworms with my mind. It's an interesting hint. I'm changing my answer to Kyle MacLachlan. It's the wrong kind of worm, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Markham! Oh, winning, so Charlie Sheen. Markham, it's Markham and Dunn. Motherfucker. You shoot at me? I'm a goddamn federal agent. Joe, tell me this. What kind of motor would be better for my Skyline? A Gallo 12 or a Gallo 24? Which motor would be better, a Gallo 12 or a Gallo 24?
I'm very confused.
The guy then says the 24, and then he says, I didn't know pizza places made motors, because he's holding a cup for Gallo's Pizza. The Man in the Iron Mask, I'm going to say Val Kilmer. I don't know why. Oh, hold on. Aging. If he's the aging, I'm going to say Martin Sheen. Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen. That's my answer. If he's supposed to be old.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons. Wait. Was Jeremy Irons the Man in the Iron Mask? That's really funny. The Man in the Jeremy Irons Mask.
Okay.
Which chain makes the best Chicago-style deep dish pizza? Another Aramis question. Three Musketeers Aramis questions. Sure, that makes sense.
Horror.
BK, I assume you're looking for Lou Malnati's, but you might be looking for Geno's. East. I presume you're not looking for Giordano's. You might also be looking for Pie Pizza, which makes Chicago-style deep dish, but not in Chicago. Paul W. Anderson, Three Musketeers, horror actor. Luz, yeah, Luz makes sense. Which horror actor played Aramis? Who's a horror actor? Cary Elwes. From Saw? Watch out, I just might. That is Suki. Robert Englund?
I don't think it's right.
Me neither. Luke Evans. Dracula Untold is the horror movie in question. Wow, okay. Sure.
Who was in...
Why not?
Okay.
Which character did Gene Kelly play in the 1948 film The Three Musketeers? Now, I feel like it's not Aramis.
I'll go with Athos. I'll go with Athos.
So I'll go with Porthos. Wait! Maybe I should go with D'Artagnan. I'm gonna go Porthos, but if it's fucking Aramis...
I feel like you should go with D'Artagnan, but I'm going to stick with Athos.
It was D'Artagnan. Shit! Should have gone with D'Artagnan.
Right there, too.
We had it. We know the Musketeers. We know them.
We know all four.
We know all four of the Three Musketeers. Of course it was D'Artagnan. I was just honestly, I thought it might be a double fake.
It's like
and
fork,
it
fork,
was going to be
fork,
Aramis the whole
fork.
time. Yeah. Who's got movie quotes? Are they all from Too Fast, Too Furious? Because I'm clearly killing Too Fast, Too Furious quotes.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a couple quotes. You have 10 minutes, and then we'll close at the hour. Let's do that. Because it's
A sphincter is in the middle of
the
your
ass.
anus. Not your sphincter, a sphincter.
BK asks, what temperature is Celsius and Fahrenheit the same numerical value? That is minus 40.
It's 40?
Minus 40. I am certain that it is negative 40. Yeah.
Freezing point of brine from the distilled water.
Yeah, 0 Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit.
But
yes, at minus 40 is where
well, that's where I was.
Alright. So you give the quote, we give you the movie. Was the quote... Oh, gentlemen, please rest your sphincters. Oh, gotcha. Dr. Strangelove?
That would make sense, because then he's...
There might be something else. It could be like 12 Angry Men.
I'm thinking of like some kind of presentation.
Jean. I mean, if it's not Doctor Strangelove or 12 Angry Men, then I'll take the genre. And the decade might help too. Because clearly I'm in the black and white headspace, and I feel like that might not be correct. Comedy in the decade is before the 90s. Okay, so that's more than a decade, but that's fine.
I mean, that still sounds like Doctor...
I feel like the fact that he's giving the hints means it's not Dr. Strangelove, because it still very well sounds like a Dr. Strangelove line.
But it's comedy, and the decade is before the 90s. That sounds like Dr. Strangelove to me.
Sounds like Dr. Strangelove. I'm feeling Mel Brooks, maybe? Like, History of the World? Or, Blazing Saddles?
Blazing Saddles? Frankenstein?
Gentlemen, please rest your sphincters. Airplane?
Airplane feels like a safe guess. I'll lock in with airplane.
It was Blazing Saddles. Hey! Well, at least we said it.
Yeah. Even if we didn't lock in.
We were around there, yeah. I was like, it does sound Brooksian.
Yeah.
Quite an experience to live in fear, isn't it? That's what it is to be a slave. Django? I think it's Django. Unchained, of course. Not to be confused with one of the Western Django films. All I've really got is Django Unchained. Yeah, I figured it was implied, BK, but should still, say it. Oh, man. I'm realizing now we should have stolen one of the Doug Loves Movies games. But that's fine. Quite an experience to live in fear, isn't it? That's what it is to be a slave. You didn't give us a genre for this one. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the kind of thing that he would do. Although Blazing Saddles, by the way, also a Western. You could have said comedy Western, and we would have gotten it right away. Of course, yeah. Yeah, I'll take the genre. That's what it is to be a slave. iRobot? No.
That would track.
Yeah, but it's more sci-fi than it is action thriller. Yeah, but I feel like
those are the parts of that movie
Sure. I feel like he would have said sci-fi if it was sci-fi. The Bourne Identity?
Yeah, see? Like...
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I feel like it's not iRobot, but...
I am comfortable with the guess for that. Free will. Is it The Island?
Because the robots don't live in fear in iRobot.
So it's probably not The Island starring Ewan McGregor.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, sorry. It's Blade Runner. That makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah. Tannhauser Gate. That's Blade Runner for sure.
Yeah.
You get the convertible. That is Monica Fuentes. There may be honor among thieves, but there's none in politicians.
Star Wars Episode 2.
All the President's
Men.
Men.
Of the Clones.
That's what I'm going here.
And yeah, that's exactly.
If the hint is fuck this guy, then I'm going with The Usual Suspects. Oh no! Unless it's you said movie, right? So it can't be House of Cards. Because it does. I mean, this is a line for House of Cards. The House of Cards line.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's from House of Cards, but it's a very House of Cardsian line. There may be honor among thieves, but there's none in politicians.
I'm pretty sure Anakin just says that.
Yeah. If it's Padme, there is no honor among thieves, only sand. All right, then yeah, I'm gonna go Usual Suspects. No, politicians? Like, I feel like this is a political movie.
Star Wars Episode 2.
It's a good guess. I don't think it's right, but it's a perfectly fine guess. If the hint is fuck this guy. Adventure and biography.
He's on adventure trying to figure out different things. And it's also a biography of Senator of Naboo, Padme Amidala Neberi.
Adventure? I was gonna say Vice if the guy being fucked in question is Dick Cheney. It's not really an adventure movie. An adventure biopic.
Gandhi?
Gandhi's not bad. I'm gonna stick with Vice.
I don't think it's right, though. I'll go with Gandhi.
Yeah, Vice and Gandhi apparently are our answers.
BK, 8-Bit Theater?
Brandon once again. Oh, Lawrence of Arabia! Of course. Yeah, that makes sense to you, Lawrence.
I think we got time for one more.
Yeah, one more. He's dirty but clean, by the way, also Monica Fuentes. I believe the line's actually, he's clean. Dirty, but clean. There's Monica Fuentes speaking to Carter Verone about... I think it's their clean. I think it's their clean, dirty but clean, because she's talking about both Brian and Roman. You want to talk to God? Let's go see him together. I've got nothing better to do. Huh.
Blues Brothers.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Blues Brothers, widely considered one of the great Catholic.
From God. We're on a mission from God. Raiders! Ugh.
No, that tracks.
Wow. That's...
Yeah, we should. That's
embarrassing.
On us.
That's an embarrassing loss right there for the final question.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming and I guess playing reverse trivia.
Hanging out for an hour and playing.
Yeah. We will have a quiz
next week.
Yeah, Liz, give us when we'll get. But we will have a quiz next week. And then the weeks after that, we might have Tuesday quizzes for a little bit before doing our final quiz. We're not sure what the final plan is, but yeah. Departed. Yeah. This is the question we've had in quiz before, actually. Infernal Affairs.
Like 2 weeks ago, I think. 3.
I think it was further back than that. I think it was. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it was further back than that. Well, there was a video round with it. But I think there was also a regular question about it. But yeah. See, Loser, the problem is not based in Boston, and Joe's obsessed with Boston-based films.
I like Infernal Affairs.
I
was talking about
Infernal
Affairs last.
I would play the outro, but I didn't put the other thing in, so we're just gonna have the regular bye. Honestly, I considered staying up and like doing another guitar stream, but I'm also a little tired. So, yeah. So we'll be back next week with quiz. Thursday 9:30, and then for the Tuesday quizzes, we'll try to figure out what we're doing. Cool. We will see you guys next Thursday. Bye. Diamond. Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program. Is anybody streaming? Should we raid anybody?
Carboni's already offline.
Let me see. Let me log into... Oh, let me check on my phone. This is the awkward part. Let me see if we should raid somebody. Go back to deep diving Hot Fuzz. That's always a good choice. Nope, just Chudy. So no one who I'm following to raid. So, all right, cool. Then Xandor 101. What W Scott is W Scott 1 streaming right now? Cool. We'll read Scottus will / raid W Scottus 1, friend of the program, and return.
Whoa.
And then I'll give him a follow too, because I don't follow him, which is an oversight on my part. I'm gonna click raid now, and then we're gonna stop being live.